Wait. I don't know if anyone's here, but hey. Hello. Just setting my links up, guys. Oh, I'm live. Why has it not showed the link properly? That's so weird. Oh, we've got 3 people watching. Hey, how you guys doing? We've got Aviazi. How you doing? Yo. Oh, I know, I saw I opened your gift. I'm like, literally. I am a bad person. There's no way out of it. I'm a bad person. Honestly, I keep forgetting. Para. I saw you send that while I was on Animal Crossing yesterday. Sorry I didn't reply. I was on my sister's island, so... yeah. An adorable girl. Thank you. And after, so I've got 2 more days of work, and then I am free for a few days, which is good. I'm going to concentrate on Animal Crossing, and I need to sort out my room. Actually, that sounds like such a boomer thing to do. Like, and it's fine. For me, Jess is the girl who won't open my gift. Oh no. You ain't wrong. I'm never going to communicate with you again. Oh my god, what will I do with my life? How's everybody been, by the way? Being single forever, it seems like. Me or you? Why would you be single forever? No one... Okay, if you want to know how to be single forever, there's this guy called Skippy. If you guys haven't seen him. Like, if you want to know, if you really professionally want to know how to be single for the rest of your life, you should watch him, because, yeah. Because I can be single forever. If you want to be single forever, go for it. Some people are actually happy like that. I don't think I could be. I think a lot of people, they say that relationships get stale and that, and then like the whole excitement feeling fades and things like that. Skippy is a kangaroo. Oh my god. You mean there's a guy called Skippy, and he has a belly button link collection, and I don't even know, like, he's like 34 virgin, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. Hey Pink, still on this Dreepy? Unfortunately, yes. It's actually not even funny anymore. Like, it's getting celebi level. I mean, celebi level is like 11,000, but still a kangaroo. I mean, I guess it's still a kangaroo. I'm not going to argue with you. I've been good, gotten myself Circuit and Obstacle in Pogo, walked a ton of those. How does Pokemon Go work now? Because obviously we can't really, I mean we can walk around and stuff, but I don't actually go out my house that much. Like, a couple of times a week, and it's always for food. I'm thinking about getting a delivery because the reason I leave my house more than once. Where am I? The reason I leave my house. Oh my god. The reason I leave my house more than once is for food, is because I can't carry a certain amount of bags at once, so I might just get a delivery. Open and have a look. And I'm fine, life is slowly getting back to normal over here, and I decided because I'm crazy to watch One Piece again. I need to catch up on My Hero Academia. I've got like 3 episodes left to watch. Like, I was religiously watching it and now I just have like forgotten about it. There we go. We're only episode 32. I mean, you're doing well already. Was it 900 episodes? That's great. I live next to a forest, so I could be outside all I want, really. I mean, that's lucky. Do 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 do. Is the shiny charm luck as well? A little bit. I mean, I don't have the shiny charm, but Masuda method, like, I should have had it way before now via Masuda method, by the way, because the Masuda method is like 1 in 400 odds ish, but with the shiny charm it's like 1 in 300 and something. But I think it's like a 60, because it's like something like 441. I don't know. I don't think it's exactly almost there. I don't think it's exactly 100 Pokemon difference. I think it's like 80 something. So it improves it, but not enough to make it go on like as long as it has. Does that make sense? Like, I can't believe we're already on 10th of June. Mental. Also, guys, do not forget to leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Yeah, does help me out. Also, shout on social media as well. And she keeps ignoring that I have cursed her. Yeah, I know you've cursed me, but I'm going to ignore it. Like you said, I'm going to ignore it. Sleepy Jess. I'm always sleepy. Literally, every time I have a day off, I'll fall asleep at like 2 and wake up at like 11. Or fall asleep at like 1 or 12 and wake up at like 11. I sleep so much on my days off. Remember the number shiny encounter is 10,873. I love how you always specifically remember that number every time. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to release all these boys. God, you know when people catch a shiny and they have a heart attack? Like, I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, this taking me that long that I'm gonna get cardiac arrest from shock. Cardiac arrest from shock. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm pretty good with numbers. You remember who I am, right? Mickey Layton, is that it? Mickey Layton? I think. Oh my god! But just go to sleep. No. You know I always yawn a lot on stream as well, like sometimes I'm not even tired and I yawn. And then people mention that I yawn, so I yawn even more. But are you ready for the Pokemon DLC? I've not yet brought it. It's a lot of money, to be honest. Obviously I'm gonna buy it. And it's, to be fair, like for the content, it's probably worth the money. I'm not saying it's not, it's just a lot of money. Like 30 quid is not something easily spared. I'm trying to save while in quarantine because I don't think I'm going to be in quarantine. I'm not sure. When we're going back to the office, I think maybe August. I don't know. I don't really see the need to come back to office while it's still going on. Yes, Saviazi? Give that Raichu a hug. Oh my god, no, because that means getting up out of bed. I am going to get it. Don't worry, I will get it. I'm just saying. So £30 I have to part with this month. Last month I spent so much money. From what we have seen so far, the DLC isn't worth $30 in my opinion. I mean, I think it is, considering like what you'd get if you paid for something else. But I think we need to see what. I think we need to see what like actually, you know, is. I mean, it didn't show a lot, to be fair, for the amount that, you know, the trailer wasn't that long. Who knows, we might get another trailer beforehand. Maybe tomorrow or something, who knows. It was really weird how they were like, yes, there's a trailer coming out, and they made like a big announcement for it, and then it was only 3 minutes long. When's your Snapchat coming back? I don't know. Someone simp and donate to her, lol. Look, I don't need money, I'm not poor, I just would rather save it than spend it, is all I'm saying. But I'm not gonna suffer if I buy this Pokemon game. To be fair, I do need to go back on Snapchat because I am actually hilarious. We're quite quiet today. I don't know if it's because it's a Wednesday. Oh no, pink is a joke. Oh, okay, well, yeah. I thought I'd say because I never expect it, but they are nice. Donations are nice, but not necessary. I mean, they showed 3 trailers for the first part of the DLC, and each time they showed the same, besides one new thing that we kind of already knew, but wasn't confirmed. Yes, please come back to Snap. We need you there. It's because I put weird videos, isn't it? Would you believe I still can't get monetized yet because I haven't got enough views? Especially because I miss talking to you more regularly. Oh, that's true. We spoke a lot more on Snapchat, didn't we? It's a lot easier. It's like, some people only speak on Discord and I don't really use Discord other than to plug my stream. And then I'll look at my Discord and someone's like messaged me a month ago and I'm like, yeah, I'm really bad with replying on Discord. And they're like, ha, yeah, we noticed. And I was just like, I know, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna change though. I don't spend my life on one specific... I'm really bad with replying on Twitter. Really bad with replying on Discord. Do you know what's funny though? There used to be a guy I liked, and he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to bed now. Or just stop replying entirely. And then all of a sudden, he's on Discord, and he's on Discord until like 4 AM. And then he was tweeting until like 4 AM, and I was like, yes? Right, I'm gonna see if the chat's frozen or if it's... Yeah, the chat just froze! Read you there, maybe you want. It's mostly because I'm talking to you regularly. Hate that they're hiding mons behind payday walls, but I read that the Gmax cooking makes Gmax mons out more mons out of more mons out of non-mons. Okay. I need Discord for raids in Pogo. I don't like the Discord because they are just bubbles of people agreeing with each other. Ghosted, lol. Yeah, exactly, ghosted. I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a Jess stream with a chat crush on her end. With a track crash on her end. It's always a blooming chat crash. And the thing is, I have to guess as well. Like, so the only way I can guess is by like not having anyone put anything new in the chat, and I'm like, that's been a while, and I'm like, oh, it must have crashed. Because obviously no one can like literally, no one can tell me I've got my streams crashed because they can't get hold of me. Do you know what I hate about having a small bin? Is the fact that it fills up well quickly. And I'm just like, when someone comes into my room, they think that I'm a tramp because there's just so much trash lying around. It's not lying around, it's in a bin, but the bin is really full. I'm like, yeah, but I literally emptied that like a day ago. Last time I emptied my trash was like Sunday, and the bin is already full and it's Wednesday. I don't get it. It's not even like I use cardboard boxes a lot. I don't know where it comes from. Jess, your chat crash plus a meme. Maybe he or she was a catfish, unless you knew that person in real life. I will start sending a message over on Instagram. Oh, okay. Don't eat so much in your room. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I think it's just... I don't actually know, because I'm looking at it now and I was like, it's loads of cardboard boxes, and I'm like, where did they come from? And tins. I mean, the tins come from, like, chickpeas and stuff. It's Wednesday, my dude. Yeah, but that's only 3 days and for one person. To be fair, I don't use the bin in the kitchen at all. We'll go. Thank you so much, Mickey, for coming along to the stream. I appreciate having you here. Hope you have a nice day and evening. So that we can judge you. Empty your trash can right now. No, I'm not doing that because that involves me putting it away at the end of the stream, and I'm not doing that. I'm literally going to take out the rubbish today. I'll have you know I haven't really added to the rubbish today. In fact, I probably just need to take it out every day, but like I used to before I obviously quarantine. I used to take it out every day because, you know, I may as well, since I'm going down from, you know, working and stuff. Don't you recycle into different bins? Yes, I have you know I do. But I can put plastic and cardboard in the same bin, and then what I do when it's time to recycle, I separate it all. But food always goes in a separate food bin. Don't judge me. I recycle, I'll have you know. It's annoying because there's so much food when you buy just isn't, like, the plastic isn't recyclable. And certain things, technically the material is recyclable, but because it's had so much food in it and you can't actually wash the food out, they won't, like, recycle it. It's really wild. Yes, and I think people that don't recycle are dumb. Someone pet her head. I don't need that treatment, I'll have you know. Give her a treat. I'm not dog. How dare you? So are there more than one bins? The plot is thicker than I thought. There's one bin in my room. I put all the rubbish together. And then I separate it all. But there's a separate food bin. The plot it thickens. At this rate, I'm not even going to notice when the shiny comes out the egg because I'm just so used to the stupid red man. Like this, the colour of this Dreepy is haunting me in my sleep now. So what do you exactly sort? We have things that can't be recycled. The food, at the moment, we have to put food and things that can't be recycled in the same bin because they're not taking food rubbish. Probably because of coronavirus. And then you have cardboard, plastics, that all go in the same bin. And then I guess are separated when they get to wherever they need to go to. Very good, now open my gift. For God's sake. Compost, normal trash, cardboard, PMD, then some more dangerous things. Well, dangerous things, I mean like, do you mean like batteries and stuff? It's annoying because like, there's obviously so many things you can like recycle. Like, but you need to go to a shop to do it, so you can either do it and it has to go to like a specific shop because not every shop has a recycle place for batteries. And lamps. Oh. Lamps. Do you mean lights and stuff? Or like glass? Sounds like your recycling is done way better than ours. But we have a thing as well where, I mean it's a bit different where I live, but where my parents live, back in a council estate, I think it's just in every estate, they only collect black bins once every 2 weeks. Which I get. You want to reduce the, you need to go to a special shop. And then the recycling is like every 2 weeks as well. And I feel like recycling should be done more than twice. So like, that would definitely encourage people to recycle more. They come once a month over here to take us more dangerous items. I mean, that's actually understandable because if you're collecting loads of light bulbs and lamps and batteries, you've probably got a bit of an issue. But cardboard and things like plastic, if you're in a big family household, you think about every food, not all the food you have, you're probably always going to have plastic and like for dinner or whatever. Because they want to make sure it gets recycled the correct way. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Got my little song. I'm legit so sick of seeing this bridge, it makes me want to feel sick. I mean, I live in a normal household and we have one full bed of normal trash and PMD once every 2 weeks. One full bag of normal trash and... What does PMD mean? It's more the food we kind of throw away that is the problem. Oh, the food. The thing about food is food always degrades. So I don't think food is ever, like, if you chuck food away, whatever bin you put it in, it's fine because it will decay. But in terms of wasting it because other people could eat it, because other people are hungry, then yeah. I mean, it is better that it goes to composting and stuff, because that makes sense. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Plastic, metal and drinking cartons. Oh, okay, makes sense. AKA PMD. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's a good one, obviously. I hate that one day, sometimes I feel cold, and then sometimes I feel... And no, not in sense of coronavirus. I've always been a bit like this. But time for the dressing gown. I'm gonna look like a homeless person. Ooh. I need to clean this dressing gown. That sounds gross. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna clean it. No, she's covering up how cute she looks. I mean, if I'm cold, I'm cold. I definitely need to go through my, now I can only look in the distance, seeing that Raichu very slowly falling over. For God's sake, it's fine. Skippy! I have warned you. Sounds like a threat almost. I have warned you. That shiny Raichu in its curry. Who knows, really? But maybe it's because there are those footsteps in the background making a move. Yeah, unfortunately this microphone picks up a lot, like... I'd probably pick up someone having a fart in the bathroom, to be honest. If someone did a massive fart in the bathroom, you'd hear it. Yeah, you're living with some real stompers. No, to be honest, I think it's just... This microphone is bad. Like, you should hear me when I walk. It's just the house, honestly. I'm worse, like, literally. I literally... You'd think an elephant was walking around. I'm not even exaggerating. When I go to my parents' house and I go down the stairs, like, they hear me walking around. It's like, Jess, are you like stomping down those stairs or something? It's crazy. We had the child last time in... well, they were having fun, so... Religious. I should never. No, you should not have cursed me. That's rude. I'll never see you hunting for fish sticks. Ah, no, you won't. I'm not gonna hunt that stupid Pokemon. How's coronavirus, guys? Let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about Corona. Let's talk about some controversial things in life. It's your own fault. I'm just so annoyed with myself because I'm always hungry. You deserved it. Making me wait over 1 year for that dino. I mean, yeah, I think I did deserve it at that point. I'm not gonna lie. LPLZ, you don't have Animal Crossing, do you? Yeah, so it looks as though one of my villagers is ready to move out. And apparently, I've always supported you. Hey, I got 5 days off. I've got to be able to finish it one of those 5 days. And model for you. I'm in my country or whatever it's called. We've got had zero new cases since 20th of May. That's really good news. That's a good sign, and hopefully that will stay that way, because you've got to wait 2 weeks before you can safely say that no one's got it. Oh, you don't play Animal Crossing? That's so bad. Our cases are slowly getting higher again. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I haven't looked at my cases in my country, but I can only imagine, since the protests and since the people going to the beaches, that it's gonna rise again. It's been 10. Yeah, it's gonna rise again. I reckon in a week's time, that's when we'll see it rocket. And it's annoying, because I feel like if the proper correct measures were put in place, we probably could open things back up slightly. But it's hard, because it's how do you control it at that point as well? Not country, commune, I mean. We had a protest on the beach. I went, though. What was the protest for? Was it about the George Floyd stuff? It was a disaster because nobody followed the health rules. In the capital, we've had 81 new cases. Oh, I see what you mean. That's what I mean. Someone on Facebook was just like, oh, but they practiced social distancing on the beach. It's like, no, they didn't. Like, I literally have seen the pictures of people on the beach. They were literally huddled together. Like, and I went to the park the other day because I went on a big walk because, you know, I needed to get out of the house. I had my mask on the whole time, and I stayed as far away as possible to people as I could. Yeah, it's for George Floyd and racism. That's very good. Cypher Brian Gaming, how you doing? And bringing awareness to what Leopold did in Belgium. Exactly. See, I think it's very important. And part of me thinks that I should have gone to the protests in London. But you know what? I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I've not met friends. I've not met anyone. And I live with people that have, you know... I live with a child and someone's got asthma. I really don't want to be passing anything. And bringing awareness to... Yeah, I've read that already. It's also hard because it's like, how long am I going to be expected to not go out and see friends? Like, I mean, yeah, the government can tell you that you can do it, but that doesn't mean you should. The government are only saying that because they don't want the economy to crash. Like, it's got nothing to do with our safety, just, you know. You did the right thing, Jess. Because the problem with this disease as well is like, one person can have mild symptoms, one person can completely have no symptoms, and another person just completely, you know, has to go to the hospital, and there's no way of telling what kind of people will be those kinds of people. Because you can be perfectly healthy and, you know, get pneumonia. You would never have smoked and get pneumonia. I mean, yeah, you're very unlikely to, but oh, it's crazy. By not having friends. I need friends! Everyone needs friends, everyone needs company. On that note, I probably do need to catch up with my friends and see how they're doing. No, you don't need friends, you just need attention. Wow. So you guys are my friends, apparently. You're just people that give me attention. Friends are just easier to get that attention. Here, 20 people can meet up, just try to keep distance rule. No one does that though. If you go to a party and they say, yeah, you all got to keep to 20 meters, no one is gonna do that. No one's gonna go to a party, a house party, and be like, yeah, we all have to keep like 2 meters distance. You all got to be distant. No, people are gonna be doing things they do at parties, like touching each other, sleeping together, kissing, being weird, and dancing, doing all that stuff. Well, friends open gifts. I mean, that's true. You're not my friend. Sad thing about what I just said is that there's some truth in it. I mean, to a point, I guess. It depends on your friendship, really. There's definitely only a very few friends that are genuinely your friends, you like. But I have work friends, I have my nerdy friends, and I have my uni friends. Like, I know there's, if I leave my job, I'm not saying I wouldn't talk to anyone ever again, but I probably wouldn't talk to a lot of other people there, like, ever again. Not out of being horrible either. It sounds really bad, but you only have time for a certain amount of people. The police are having fun over here now with the reopening of pubs and restaurants. I can imagine. The government knows that so it's allowed because spread is not very high here. I have the same 6 friends for over 20 years. I think I will trust with my life. Yeah, I mean, there's people that you coerce with, I think, but then there's people that genuinely, like, you'd be surprised. There's certain people that you don't really speak to that much, but you'd still trust them. Oh my god! I still find it so annoying that I can't release these on a mass level. I think it's time. I've read that already. I think as well, this whole George Floyd thing has just brought light to how many horrible cops there are. Like, there's a lot of cops out there that are genuinely really good and really, you know, do their job really well. And then you've got people that, like, abuse their position of power. And you know what? It's very common for people to abuse their position of power because power is what makes people feel big. Power is what makes people gives them ego. Like, let's go, did it better. I have this, yeah. Yeah, you can do so much more. So, like, I like Let's Go, like, in some ways, but I just really don't agree with the fact that they just literally made it the exact same game as Pokemon Blue and Red. And they didn't even, like, I just would like to see Kanto in this kind of style, like, really massive. That would be so good. And the annoying thing is if they do it, it will be annoying, because how many times have you visited Kanto? But it'd also be interesting at the same time. And if you have poor regulations, that corruption just shows more exactly power corrupts. My view on Norwegian police force is good, mostly good people. They can't make Kanto massive because it's a small region. Yeah, but like, they can change it a little bit. They would have to add more, but they're like more routes. But like, you could make Diglett's Cave a lot more, you know, bigger. Like, look how small Viridian Forest is. You could make that so big and put so much in it. Look at Cinnabar Island. You could make a massive volcano. Like, there's things you can do. Oh, the ice cave. You could change that completely. Cerulean Cave. You change that completely. Nugget Bridge can be like as big as this bridge here. There's so much you could do to it. What they did in Let's Go was probably the best they could do with it. No, I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I mean, I just think that they could have developed it better. I mean, yeah, it'd mean that Kanto would have to change, but you just have to add... You just basically have to widen it and fill in the gaps. Like, what's that big city? One of the biggest cities in the game. You could make that huge. I mean, technically you could make Viridian Forest a little bit like the wild area. Exactly. If you're on about wild areas, then... I'm trying to think where would a wild area go in Kanto? I think you'd have like segregated wild areas, so not like a one big wild area. But like imagine Viridian Forest as a wild area. But imagine Cerulean Cave as a wild area. Was it Cerulean Cave or Mount Moon? We should leave Kanto behind and never go back there. And are you talking about Celadon? Celadon, yeah, that's what I mean. Celadon. I think we should only go back to Kanto if it's very, very, very different to the original. We don't need anything that's copy and paste, anything. That's what I was a bit annoyed about with Let's Go. Like, they could have definitely made certain things. They could have changed certain things. It just, the whole layout and everything just looked exactly the same. Like, Pallet Town could have been completely different. The caves as wild areas and the route where you can only go with a bike. There should be 20 years until next time. I mean, the only way you could probably justify doing Kanto again is if you do both gold and silver. So Kanto and Johto. That's the only way you could probably justify it, I think. Because then you could like kill two birds with one stone and have this massive game. But yeah, I agree. It's not something that should be done anytime soon. I reckon it's something that should be done on like the, because this is a new development of the game, isn't it? Like, this is the next step. So we had Game Boys, and then we had DS. So we had like pixels, didn't we? We had like the pixel art. Then we had 3D models, which was introduced in different type of like we had 3D models introduced in Gen 6. Johto should be a standalone region and made bigger. Maybe. Then it should be set in the future, changed up big time. Yeah, Johto needs more love, but I think it's one of those things that where I used to make Johto just a complete standalone region. People were like, oh, why did you do that for? But you also got to remember, because they've got this engine now, they can use a lot of the same assets. Because at the end of the day, when you're starting from scratch, that's what takes the time, isn't it? That's why like Breath of the Wild, for example, that's why they're doing a second one. Because they spent such a long time on all the physics. I mean, Breath of the Wild and Pokemon are two completely different games, obviously, so comparing them is hard. So if they spent all this time building the world and the physics for Breath of the Wild, then it makes sense that they're going to reuse them in the second game, so... I mean, also, yeah. Just to prove that all the nostalgia for Johto only exists because Kanto are also in the same games. I think nostalgia should be used less by Game Freak. Yeah, maybe. I'm not against it though. If they want to make a really big game like Pokemon Sword and Shield but with Johto and Kanto Johto look different, I think it can be justified. If it's almost like, yeah, this is Cinnabar Island, but it looks completely different. Or, oh yeah, this is Pallet Town, but like, Professor Oak's lab isn't like here, it's actually over there, and oh my god, that's Nugget Bridge, this is what this looks like. But I don't think they'll ever do that, because that will actually kill the nostalgia for some people as well. Give me new sexy fresh thing. To be honest, I would actually much rather see Pokemon Diamond and Pearl or Black and White. I still don't accept that in Gen 6 the Gen 1 starters got a Mega, but not the Gen 6 starters. That just didn't make any sense to me. That doesn't really make any sense. I feel like all starters should have got Mega. It's also like this game as well though. Like, I mean they've all got Gigantamax forms now. But like why was Charizard the only one with a Gigantamax form? Everyone licks Charizard's backside. I hear Raph in the chat joining. I still don't accept that. I've already seen that. I feel like Pokemon Sword and Shield is like a half-finished canvas. Because nostalgia. Yeah, it's a bit much. Like, but they're gonna sell what makes money, and if nostalgia makes money, then they're gonna do it. They wouldn't just put Charizard in to annoy people. Like, Charizard's obviously popular, so... I mean, if everyone was like, oh my god, Charizard's awful, they wouldn't put him in the game like that. There's a reason he's got, like, so much attention. Yeah, exactly. Gen 1 nostalgia and Charizard's popular. I don't blame a lot of people for having Gen 1 nostalgia. Like, it was the first game of... From what I remember, it's the first game of its kind. And a lot of people, like... The whole atmosphere of Pokemon was completely different back in the 90s, honestly. It was crazy. It'll never be that level again. Game Freak is just telling us that they can't make good game because they keep relying on nostalgia. Always been Team Blastoise. I think they can make a good game. They definitely can make a good game. Like, they don't need nostalgia. I honestly think that sometimes they are a bit lazy. I think they're a bit lazy in some degree. I don't think the game developers or the artists or, you know, I don't think everyone's lazy in Game Freak. I think obviously people that work on the coding, people that work on the animations, they work really hard. But I think sometimes the direction of Pokemon's lazy. I think it's more the direction rather than... I feel like a lot of work goes into it, but the direction can be wrong. I think they're scared, maybe. Yeah, throw nostalgia away and bring me something wild. I mean, Gen 8 is kind of proof of that, how much wasted potential are inside the game. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a massive world. And it feels a bit empty. Like, there's a... I forgot where it is. There's like a little thing. It looks like you can go inside it. And you can't. And that's the thing with this game. When you go back to, like, Pokemon Emerald or, you know, back into Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, there's loads of little places you can go into. Like, you can, like, go off to... you can go and surf off to a bit. And find some random cave. Or you'll find, like, an abandoned ship. Or you'll find, like, an abandoned tower. You can't get that here. You just get towns and that's it. I think it's like... It's giving us an empty... It's giving us, like, an empty, place to, explore. But I feel like it should be kind of shrouded in puzzles and mystery a bit as well. Basic formula of Pokemon is brilliant. Just do a little more around it. I think so too. Like, you don't have to change the formula. I just think you just have to give people a reason to look for things. But they don't really... You're put in this massive wild area. And you don't really look for anything. You just walk around. Gen 8 is just a guided tour through the region without nothing to discover. And I don't think the graphics are bad in this game, really. I think certain textures could be improved on, yeah, but I felt like that with all games. I've looked at some textures on Breath of the Wild and I thought, what the hell? Honestly, I think it's a Nintendo thing. Gen 8, yeah. And we got about 5 minutes left of the stream, guys, just to let you know. Probably going to hatch the last few eggs and then I'm going to go and I'm going to empty my bins. Imagine a spin-off game that has the basic formula but is meant for the teens instead of the kids. No hand-holding and such. The graphics aren't bad, but if you compare them with other games from Nintendo on the Switch, they're surely lacking and more adult orientated. I think there's a clever way of making Pokemon adult orientated, but also something that children can play and enjoy. Because a big portion of the fan base are adults. Like, kids enjoy it because they can pick it up and walk around, but Gen 8 was created to the older fans from the start, and look what we got. Yeah, true. No shiny yet. No shiny. Literally, you've cursed me. I don't believe this. I'm basically asking for the opposite of Let's Go. Let's Go was not great. I don't think it was a horrible game or a bad game. It just lacked. I really love the way the Pokemon follow you, though, and you can ride the Pokemon. I don't understand why they didn't put something like that in this game. Like, especially since Let's Go was kind of like dipping their feet in the water of what they can do in the Switch. Like, I feel like if that's what was added in the DLC, people would be losing their boobs. I had more fun with Let's Go than Gen 8, to be honest. I mean, fair play. I love the way you can ride I think the way you can ride the Pokemon and have your Pokemon follow you just adds so much. It's so wild how something so simple can add so much to the game. Because, you know, you want to be immersed in the game. And Pokemon isn't really a game about difficulty either. It's not hard. Pokemon is not hard. I mean, unless you want to go into actual competitive, it's not hard at all. I enjoyed Sword and Shield more. Because it was much shorter experience that didn't want to waste my time. So look at that mountain there. You can't go there. You just have to look at it. And the trees go really weird in the background. Like it's almost like they go flat. Then you get close to them and they're like, don't look flat anymore. I mean, Pokemon isn't hard, but you can still create a challenge. Yeah, yeah. I do think they should have a hard mode though, or more a raised difficulty. Because I feel like if you have to make the game difficult yourself, it's badly designed. I'm not badly designed, but not a design I agree with, or a design choice. Repeating those gives you a challenge even if you know what you're doing. Just look at Gen 4 and Gen 5. I could one-shot my way through most of Let's Go and Sword. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Pokemon's reasoning for not making it harder is because people find their own ways to make it hard. And I'm just like, no. Just give it a difficulty rating. Because if you have to do a Nuzlocke to make your game harder, that's just weird to me. Oh yeah, by the way, if you use this Pokemon once, you can't use it again. Gen 5 was something different. Yeah, you know what, I give Gen 5 a lot of flack for their Pokemon designs. Some of the designs are hideous. They also brought a lot of designs that I love, like Zekrom is just absolutely amazing. I beat the unbeatable Champleon with Pokemon 15 levels than his weakest mon. "15 levels above or below?" Just to give you some kind of challenge, and that was still easy. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could, like, rush through the game and not really power up your Pokemon. But I just feel like a player shouldn't have to go out their way to make a game difficult. Like, I wouldn't have any... If it was a bit more engaging, I wouldn't have any problem with it being a bit easier. Like, I like the Pokemon camp was engaging. I really like the Pokemon camp. Pokemon camp was cute. But Pogo has activated a collector's gene so I enjoyed completing the decks. Gonna enjoy getting all the stuff in the DLC. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy getting Zapdos. I love Zapdos. Zapdos. I'm a bit annoyed that it's not electric type though. Really annoyed that it's not electric type. I don't get it. Be electric ground, be electric fighting. We haven't even got, wait, have we even got an electric fighting type? Each city visit was the same during the same. Yeah, there wasn't really a story in Gen 8. No. I mean, the thing with the story is people complain that there's too much story in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and you know what, I really enjoyed the story. I can understand when people say that, oh yeah, but there's too much talking, there's too much this. But personally, I really enjoyed it, like the story. HDV is live. Right, guys. Okay, so what is Lord Hunter Plays? Lord Hunter Plays is I reckon we should give him a raid. Lord Hunter Plays. He's got 5 people watching so far, so he's got about the same subs as us, so I guess he would appreciate the raid. I preferred the faster pace if I had to choose. I don't have a problem with the story in Gen 7, it was more that the region was way too small to tell the story in it. Yeah, I mean, that was another game that could have really had, you know, had done with being on the Switch, to be fair. I really liked Gen 8 story. I felt the end got a bit rushed, but I'd much rather have a story than not have a story. I can understand if people say that the cutscenes went on for too long, I can understand that. But the story is a lot more memorable. Like, I don't really remember watching the story apart from Bede is a bastard. Just speed up the cutscenes. Yeah. Speed up the cutscenes and give an option to skip, I think. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the stream. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. Take care, stay safe, and thank you so much for coming to the stream. I appreciate you being here. And have a nice evening. Don't forget to say hi to Lord Hunter Plays, show the support. And thank you again, guys.